So, welcome back to Far Right Watch, the show that pokes fun at the unlikely feminists of the women and girls movement as they take a well-earned break from fighting the cause to let their thinning hair down and sing one of their favourite she shanties.
Right your raisins aside! Right your raisins aside!
Oh dear. Oh, yeah. I would say that's a bit of a mask has slipped moment. But if you did insist that men like this were ever wearing one, to begin with, I would be compelled to say, well, it wasn't a very good one. We balk at the state of Britain's mental health crisis as the great unmedicated attempt to bring Keir Starlin's communist dictatorship down, one exhausted supermarket employee at a time.
Hello, you beautiful people. I'm in Tesco's in Braintree and they're selling the wonderful evergreen trees. Wow, look at that evergreen. Hello, sir. How are we doing? I would just like to know why they're called evergreen trees instead of Christmas trees. Yeah, is this a Muslim Tesco's? What's going on here?
It really is a shame that the pharmacy comes after the Christmas tree section, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I'll stop there.
Like, if only he could have picked up his prescription before the product packaging sparked an episode. And from the horrors of capitalism inside a shop to the terrors unfurling outdoors. Ugh. It's time to check in with the latest of the Shitizen journalists as they document the total societal collapse engulfing our nation's capital.
Nobody's going to tell me that I can't film today. The infamous Oxford Street, the most infamous street in the UK. So it's already kicked off. Certain energy in the air. Something's brewing. Might be from the two-tier policing, who knows? Here in the UK, the police don't take action. And I said, well, it's because they're too busy enforcing mean tweets. That's correct. A lot of nonsense. Is that so? What?
So yes. Yeah, if it's your first time here on the channel for a Far Right Watch, then do make sure that you are liked and subscribed and drop me a comment. And if you've watched a few of these and you are super appreciative, maybe consider joining the channel or the Patreon for in-person meetups, podcast episodes 2 days before everybody else. Podcast is a sort of separate thing that I also post here. You can join the Discord chat community and all of the other things that people say on the shit self-promotional sections like this.
Right. Watch.
So, fuck all of them with a gift-wrapped middle finger. What else has been going on? What have our parasocial starlets of the roundabout right been up to for the last few days? Let's take a look. Well, Mrs. Kent's WhatsApps, which were leaked 2 weeks ago and included some of her members asking where to buy guns, others exchanging voice notes on weaponry, crossbows and Molotovs.
Yeah, it'd be good to arm yourself, Cock. That's a gun, a bit out of most people's reach, obviously, unless you know the right people.
Yeah, I remember.
But I tell you what there is out there, you've got the Cobra 5-shot repeater crossbow. It will take a few people out before they take you out.
Get yourself some petrol as well, so you can make and some glass jars. Do some petrol bombs if you have to, do you know what I mean?
And I guess none of them are prescribed terrorists yet, are they? They're just concerned parents still, aren't they? Yeah, okay. I mean, I was surprised to hear that these voice notes came from a far-right WhatsApp chat. I heard the audio. I was like, no. That sounds like a PTA meeting to me. Well, it seems that the whistleblowing caught the attention of an X-account named Antifa Public Watch Official. Oh, is that the, that's the official one? Is it? As opposed to what? Antifa Public Watch 2025 fans? Or Antifa Public Watch 2025 _ But this one's official. This is the official one. Okay, good. Well, it's good that we know that now. Like, now we know that this is the one that we go to for reliable information. Well, I'm not sure about that, but it did officially name the supposed infiltrator who exposed the WhatsApp messages and voice notes to the masses. Right, they named her. Did they? The person who leaked the message, the infiltrator. Wow, okay. So, whoever that person is, they must be shitting themselves, aren't they? Well, here's the thing with that. Unfortunately, they got the wrong person, with the actual exposer quote tweeting them saying, nope. As in, it's not me. But would you like to show your working to the class? Oh dear. That is like doxing somebody's name, photo, and where they work, and they're not even the person that you were looking for. It's not even the actual person. Almost certainly putting that person in danger. Oh, that's going to be an uncomfortable legal bill. Still, on the bright side, maybe we can afford a few more jury trials. I mean, naming and exposing people to shit and intimidation online, to radicalized fucking hooligans. Like, forget the end of this year for a second, like, because this is going to take a while to, like, come to trial or whatever. But by the end of next year, you know when you get, like, the lists come out, like the public, oh, this is who made the most money out of Hollywood, or this is who made the most money out of social media. When we get the 2026 top 10, like the people that made the most money out of social media, the lady they've incorrectly named is probably going to be in the top 5 people of who made the most money out of social media income that year because of the damages. Well, quite. Oh dear, posted our veritable Little Price Lily Allen, Mrs. Kent. All right. So she realised the mistake, did she? She said, oh dear, she acknowledged it. Not quite. Oh dear, looks like your name isn't Alice after all. Oh no. She shared it. She shared it. Oh, dearie me. And this was promptly followed by a response from the actual whistleblower. Actually, it's not me. But I am trying to touch base with her and give her any evidence that she might need in case she wants to sue the fucking arse off you. Well, let's see how all that turns out for them all. I mean, I guess if you were Mrs. Kent, you should probably be getting worried that you could be seen as someone who spread the doxing. And as it was your WhatsApp group and you're amplifying the risks here, like maybe a court might see you as financially responsible. Especially when there's still members of that community posting violent threats online. And this is despite claiming to the press that she was upset to have seen the things that were said in her own chat group. And as far as I can see, the only steps that she's taken to tell that lot to calm it down are, look at the psychotic things being said by these insane lefties. Thing about a funeral. And then her promoting her Christmas gig. Like, has she taken any steps to calm down the doxy madness? Has she posted a load of tweets or TikToks since then where she's like, I was appalled that people said that in my chat group, and if you're threatening women online, then you don't speak for me? No! She hasn't done any of that. So, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, right? But I think if you say something false and it's published en masse to the public and it's likely to cause harm, and then the risk is amplified, and then you share it, and it's a personal safety matter, and it's been seen by like 130,000 people, I reckon you're looking at somewhere between 50 and 120 grand damages, do we think? Tax-free? It's not bad payday in this economy. Might even be time for a celebratory shopping trip down Oxford Street.
The infamous
Elsewhere in the far-right universe. Please don't be the flag shaggers. Please don't be the flag shaggers. Ryan and Daniel took time out once again. Ah, for the love of... From harassing supposed imposters for pretending to be refugees to pretend to be Christians themselves? No. This time they've gone one further and full-on cosplayed as Border Force in these beautiful £15 tactical hoodies that they almost certainly ordered from AliExpress. I mean, what is worse? Pretending to be a refugee or pretending to be Border Force? I honestly don't know. I mean, pretending to be a refugee, if you're an economic migrant from Albania or whatever, pretending to be an Afghan who was abandoned by the US and the UK in Kabul, you just managed to make it out, pretending to be that guy so you can get what, like a bed and a roof over your head and access to the labour market to improve your situation. That's understandable sort of thing, isn't it? But pretending to be whatever the fuck this is, voluntarily run around patrolling the coastline for no money. I mean, people like this lot make me want to jump into a small boat and leave. But I mean, I thought this was all about putting flags up.
You need a permit to be doing what you're doing.
You're a little bit too irate for me.
Wasn't it, with this lot? What happened to the flag stuff? Well, on the 18th of November, people started receiving fines, with one proud patriot receiving a £2,000 bill. Oh dear, and yet I bet it's like a badge of honour. He's posted it all over social media, hasn't he? Give him a couple of days, he'll be hanging that from a lamppost.
Why'd you pull that flag down?
So, you've been fined £2,300.
Councils around the country have spent £70,000 pulling down all these flags that the Raising the Colours people have put up.
And so, not wishing to break any further laws, it is now full speed ahead with this other fucking nonsense. Right. Okay, so wading through the waters in Dunkirk.
We do not want these people in our country.
Protecting our women.
You're not welcome in our country.
Weird fucking hobby, though, isn't it? Like, doesn't it get cold? Doesn't it get cold going out there doing this stuff? Like, I'd be fucking miserable doing this for free in my own time to protect our women. Maybe they could use some she shanties themselves to keep the morale up.
Rachel Redding's aside.
Unlikely feminists that they are. So November the 18th, the flag stuff starts getting fined. By November the 27th, they say that they're off to do Operation Overlord for our grandfathers, for our families, which is always amusing to me when they try to make it about families and them being responsible fathers and all of that, because, like, who wants to bet that at least one of these two was supposed to be at, like, a parents' evening or a birthday or something when they're out there doing this?
Potential rapist.
Like, whenever I see men like this doing cosplay, reenactment, rubbish, marketing it to the masses as though they're doing it for their families, I always imagine, like, the wife and the kid at the door as they're leaving. And the wife's like, where are you going? We have parents' evening at 4 o'clock. Alfie's got swimming tomorrow. Why are you wearing fatigues? And the man's like, no, I gotta do this. I gotta go out there and keep us safe. Protect our families, protect our women and girls, protect the kids. And the wife's like, can you just help me with your kids for a bit? And so the very next day, November the 28th, Ryan and Tommy headed back to the beaches. Of course they did.
So,
gotta hit the beach, bruh. Although, really, you should try Spain. Like, it's much nicer this time of year.
it just keeps going.
Okay, and what are they doing? They're digging up dinghies again? Are they?
I think.
Combing away
the engine
sand, digging up.
is under here.
This is the worst episode of Time Team I've ever seen.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Another boat. Obviously, legally, we can't damage any boats. Luckily for us, this boat had already been slashed when we found it. So that was lucky.
Honestly, anyone on the frog-boiled Crayola right, I am begging you lot to get a lawyer on retainer or something.
But obviously for legal reasons, it definitely wasn't us. This will not be used again. But this shows you, with just a bit of effort, with a bit of...
Like, whose effort? Your effort? At not slashing the boat? That you say was already cut?
It definitely wasn't us.
But what, you dug up the boat that somebody else had already cut? And then they bothered to bury it again? Like, who would have done that? Who would have bothered to cut the boat and then bury it again so you could come by and then dig it up and then take credit for not having cut? Like, think it through.
So this is a standard camp. It's one of the NGOs here. You're right. How you doing? How's things? Where you from, dude?
How's it feel?
It's all right. Where you from, mate?
With convicted criminals.
I'm a criminal.
No, your mate is. He's a convicted criminal.
My mate's a criminal.
And they say, oh, he's the one who kidnapped someone. Yeah, he is.
But it's all right. You're not the criminal.
No.
That's Daddy.
Who is?
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
He's the one who kidnapped someone by.
It's not. It's not.
We covered that before, didn't we? About a month ago on one of these videos. Danny Tomo was convicted of kidnapping the wrong person over a supposed drug theft, which is always the great irony of this, is that, you know, you guys are illegal, you're criminals, we don't want these criminals coming into it. Like, you're a fucking convict. Like, what if these criminals come into Great Britain? I don't know, like, what might happen? Might they kidnap someone?
Alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar, yeah? Yeah? So where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? We're from England. I'm not racist. Who are you and where are you from? Why are you covering your face, you coward? You piece of shit coward. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about none of you. None of you are welcome in my country.
You're harassing people. 2 people were murdered here last week.
Murdered?
Okay, so this guy says that 2 people were murdered there in that camp. And then they got these morons rocking up, putting cameras in everybody's faces, accusing, I guess, like random community leaders or charity workers of burying the dinghies or helping these people arrive in Britain.
People like you, we don't want you here.
They're telling everybody that they are all murderers and rapists. How do we think this went down?
You're not fucking welcome. You're not fucking welcome. We don't care. No.
Like, it's all so fucking predictable. Let's check this out.
Oh, man. Just bring the car. Quick. Now, jig it, go. I don't care if it goes. Go.
Oh.
Go.
And then what do they do? What do they do after that? Are they embarrassed? Do they apologise? Do they acknowledge the fact that they were casting aspersions, condemning the masses on the crimes of a few, or engaging in prejudice, or what this guy says is racism? Like, you're all racist, like that's what they were calling them?
I'm not racist.
No, of course they don't. They post a video like, oh, we were met with hostility. And, oh, of course we were met with hostility and violence by all these foreigner, immigrant, economic migrant savages.
These savages.
So, like, what do they actually do? Right. So they've gone over there. They find some boats that were pre-slashed because that sounds a bit illegal and criminal damagey. Then they go harassing asylum seekers. They get chased out of the camp. Then they post this thing where the caption says that they've been popping boats. So I guess, I don't know, maybe allegedly, possibly, they were popping them. Maybe it did all get a little bit criminal damagey.
But obviously for legal reasons, it definitely wasn't us.
And cutting them. I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm very confused now. Now, careful, lads. You need to get your story straight with this stuff. Maybe you need to go and get Mrs. Kent's lawyer to give you advice on your captions before you post them and contradict yourselves. And then when they get chased out, they say that the foreigners were uncivilized and hostile to them. And it's the same thing as they do with the flag shit.
You're a little bit too irate for me.
It's all just so fucking transparent. They go down your street, they put up the flag, They wait for somebody with a brain to complain or get angry about it.
Knife, we've got a mass left wing with a knife.
They don't listen to a word that that person says. They don't acknowledge their feelings or their case that they could make for why they don't want this thing put up down their street.
Excuse me, but we own this house.
Devalue them and their neighbours' masonettes. And then when they push back, when they're like, no, don't put it up there, then they're like, look how hostile they are.
Right, we're going to put one right outside your house.
Look how violent the lefties are. Look how savage these immigrants are.
My God, she was angry.
We've got a mass left wing with a knife.
It's a game to them. It's a game. It's a device that they use. And I honestly think they think that we're all too stupid to understand it. It's like this guy from the Flag campaign. If he really does think that it's just like lefties being unreasonable or whatever, I think we should egg him on. I think we should encourage him to go and put a tattoo on a lion's face. And the lion starts growling at him. The lion's like, and this bellend's like, oh, it's a symbol of a peace flower. What's the problem? It's about unity. And the ink gets to the third petal. The lion's just fucking had enough, scratches the guy's face off. The paramedics run in. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? The other two are like, see, I told you they were savages. I told you can't tame the lion. I thought it was about unity. It's a peace flower. What's his problem? And, look, guys, let me just round off with some facts. There are small boat crossings, but there haven't been any for the last 7 days. But when there are, the people who come over via small boat, 2/3 are found to be asylum seekers rather than economic migrants. Afghans or Syrians aren't any more likely to be criminals than these two, one of whom is a convicted criminal. We're living in a weird time where disinformation bubbles are gulping people like this down whole, and men like this are buoyed by comments telling them to keep going. The whole country's behind you, but those comments themselves could well be coming from a place like St. Petersburg or rage baiters in the Far East. Nobody is who they or others are pretending they are. From Mrs. Kent's unfortunate doxing of somebody else entirely, to fake representations of Londoners, to these two in their camo. This guy isn't Border Force, he just plays one on Twitter. So it's essential that we keep calling it out, mocking the ridiculousness, which is what these videos are all about. But right now, I'm feeling a little bit depressed, and I can hear some of my friends performing a she shanty of their own over there. So I'm gonna go and see what the fun's all about over there. See you later.
Oh, wait is a brick. Oh, wait is a brick. He's got weird volleys and a tiny little dick. He's got bad teeth and he's got bad teeth and his ears stick out. Oh, what a massive cunny. Oh, wait is a brick. Oh, wait is a brick.